What's up, guys? And it is a day to take out the nasty dash. I looked up a few videos online and a lot of people didn't kind of go step by step, so that's what we're going to do today is we're going to go step by step. And I've never taken one out before, so this is going to be something new for all of us. I got PJ, he's going to be my cameraman. I highly suggest 2 people when you get this out, or once you get everything here, because you're going to want to pull it out. The interior of this is a mess still from getting that all out. We're going to flock this dash and we're going to flock the center console. I know we said we were going to look into flocking this inside the car, but why I don't want to do that is the vent holes that you'll see here. They're on the front and on that other side. I want to have those out and trace them out and get vent plugs to plug it in perfectly. And while it's out, I'm going to take all the HVAC stuff out, the blower motor, the hoses and everything like that. And we might even get into thinning down some wiring and stuff back there. So we're going to start. You're going to want to take out all 3 of these bolts. There's going to be 3 across the dash here. When we got this vent out, that one's already out. That one's already out. And this one is this one's the only one in here. But I got to start by taking the oil pressure gauge out because I did run the wires for that through that vent hole. So let's go ahead, we'll start with that and then we'll work our way across with all the bolts. When I threw a lot of this together, I never intended on taking it all back out, so it's kind of all jam popped in here and looks really shitty, which is why you do it right the first time and then you don't have to take it out because you're an idiot and you hate the way it looks. Hopefully we don't have a whole lot of oil going everywhere. Oh, doesn't look like it. Okay. That all shoved back down there. Now these ones up here have a Phillips head in them, but I recommend using a 10mm with a wobble extension. Makes it a whole lot easier. Don't break your windshield. Okay. Alright, then you're going to want to pull these off here. Okay. Now under here, you're supposed to have two Phillips heads screws. This one doesn't have any. So now we're going to work on taking this off here. Should be Phillips here. And there's one here. Supposed to be. There's not one on that one. That might be all that's in this one. Yep, that's all that's in this one. And I got that all zip tied down there, so I'll have to unzip or cut those zip ties. Nope, I don't. Never mind, don't listen to anything I'm saying. I'm stupid, evidently. Okay, clam that down. Oh, there's some bolts down here actually we're gonna get out. This one's zip tied, this one's got a bolt in it. Hopefully I was smart enough and I ran the same size bolts on all of them. I'm gonna bet I didn't. You guessed it, I didn't. Wolf. I nutted it? Why in the fuck would I do that? This is not the right thread pitch for this. I just jammed a bolt in here for sure. Man. Okay, so that'll be a treat and a half to get back in there, won't it? Woofda. Alright. So now we gotta take this out, and that's 3 Phillips, one here, here, and here. Oh, I fell on the floor. Okay, now this side is not used. There's one more. And that one. Oh, there's two. There's another bolt here and here on either side. That one doesn't have one. This one does over here. So assuming everything's gonna be the same, I'm assuming that'll be a 10 millimeter.
What is it?
Extension. Huh. Okay, so we'll get this out of here now. unplug all this jazz. Man, he takes some man fingers. Ugh. All right, give her a shot, PJ. Yeah, push those in a long ways.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Well, there's that. I'm gonna fix the check engine light. Okay. So now this side is out. Okay. Now we gotta take this. Oh, my mess. And we're gonna unplug all this. Holy cow. Push it back in there. In there. There you go. Okay, now I got this Phillips and this Phillips to take out. Maybe. There we go. That's got a Phillips in it down there.
That's how it's getting held in there.
Yep. Okay, so that should just be able to push in like that. Oh, man. Okay. This will unplug here. Yeah. This will unplug here. Okay. That. Oh, that's just. See, this feels like it's bolted out somewhere. What's up, ECU? How you doing? Alright, now that should be all of it. Now we should be able to pull it out. Let's get that.
Is there a screw on that side that you already got off?
No.
No?
Yeah, it wasn't in here. It's supposed to be right here.
Ah.
So let's get on our truck. You want to start pulling on that side, and I'll start pulling over here. That is what that is, that bolt that broke. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, get this wiring. Let's go in here. Okay. Now it's stuck on. Yep. Okay, so I have panel bond that we use at work, and I went and got some at our local Arnold's Motor Supply. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it, it's a mixture, it's plastic for plastic. I'm going to fill the holes, like fill the crack, and then I'm going to have PJ take the spreader and smooth it, make it all smooth throughout the whole thing. So we'll start over here, and we'll work our way over. Now you're going to want to fill all these when you're flocking, because if you don't, you're going to see where all these cracks are after you flock. Now I usually see people use like Bondo, but I thought this would be a little quicker and easier because it's a plastic bond. It's meant to bond plastic together. Alright, so we'll let this one dry a little bit, and then we're going to add a different adhesive, which is the same concept, but it spreads a whole lot easier. This one dries really fast. So this one filled a lot of the holes, or a lot of the cracks, actually really well, actually. So we'll let this dry a little bit, and then we'll put the other stuff on top of this, and then recoat it again. Alright guys, so it's late now. I quit recording. PJ and I spread all this stuff, all that glue. We'll let that dry. You can kind of see where the cracks were a little bit. But what we'll do is we'll let this dry for 24 hours, and then we'll sand it so it's smooth. I mean, it's not that far off now, but we'll sand it so it's smooth, and make everything nice, and then we'll get ready for the flock. While it's out, this is the main reason I wanted it out. I'm going to start stenciling out vents to cover all these holes. I might do that one as well, just because while we were waiting for that to dry, we got rid of some unnecessary stuff. So I'm not running those fog lights anymore, so I took out that whole wiring harness that was here. And we also took out all the HVAC stuff and the ducting, you'll see here, and we zip tied a lot of the wires back up. You know, this looks like a mess here, but that's all gauge wires and stuff like that, but we zip tied all that back up. This made that look nicer, and I mean, it just opened it all up, eliminating all that stuff. It's all unnecessary. I don't run it, I don't use it anyways, so I don't know, it just makes the most sense to run without it. So that's this deal. Some of this stuff kind of sucks pulling out. Don't try to save it. I mean, you can. It's a whole lot easier not to, though. Just to be able to rip it and force it out. So, that glue seems to work pretty good. I mean, you guys can see it filled it pretty decent. I mean, it's not, you know, I can't really touch it too much with it still being tacky. But it's going to look a whole lot better being flocked. And I mean, just filling those cracks, I mean, I could just put a can of spray paint on this now, or some Plastidip or something, and it would look a whole lot better than what it did. So we'll clean, you know, like this here up. So I'm gonna flock. My plan is to flock this, and I'm gonna flock this center console as well. So, and like I said, I mean, we cleaned a lot of that back up. Unfortunately, in the process, we did break the brake pedal sensor, brake switch. So I got to get a new one of those. I looked it up. It's like $10 online. So get a new one of those. It's gonna suck to put in, but it is what it is. It would make it easier actually to lower this down. We didn't. It's what Jake did on his, and it made it a little easier. But I mean, we took out a lot. I bet altogether we pulled out probably 40 pounds worth of HVAC stuff. I mean, and then the plastic is just, I mean it's old brittle plastic. So like I said, trying to save any of it is just ridiculous at best. You know, put all the bolts in the cup holder, zip tied everything. The only wires we'll be using is, you know, we got your hazard switch here, the 3 that plug into the back of the cluster, the headlights on the left side, and then my gauges and the radio. So those are the only things we're going to hook back up. I'm going to try to find somewhere different for the ECU, maybe put it up here somewhere instead of in this kick panel down here, just to kind of get it out of the way. So people, I mean, it's not something that gets kicked, I guess. So, but yeah, sorry for the, sorry I quit recording. I mean, it was getting late. I wanted to get it done. I mean, at least out and that side in here cleaned up. I know this is going to take a while. This is going to suck. But the hard part's done. It's out. Now the sucky part, you know, we got to get this all smooth and everything, so we don't want these cracks showing when we do the flock. That one's going to be simple. That one's not. I mean, it is what it is. We're just going to flock it, be done with it. So, yeah. That's taking the dash out. And if you're not running AC or heat and you don't plan to, if it's a race car sort of deal, when you got your dash out, it only makes sense to pull all that out. That's another reason I wanted to pull the dash out. Like I said, I know I told you guys I was going to try to do it in the car. There was just way too many benefits of having it out. I could fix the wiring, hide the wiring, zip tie it all up, make it look nicer behind the dash. I can properly do the dash with it out. I can properly make stencils and, you know, fill the AC vents up instead of buying new vents. You look them up, they're way expensive. And I could pull all this weight out. I mean, I got a lot of weight out between this, blower. I mean, just a lot of shit we got out of there. So, I don't know. I'm happy with it. Shout out to PJ for coming down and helping. He lives about 45 minutes away, so, you know, shout out to him to come out and help us out and get this. We're on the way. We're on the way to making this nicer. And, you know, the interior is what I wanted to do. That was a big thing I wanted to do. And we're making it happen. So, keep following along. We're going to get this done. We're going to walk through all the steps of getting this done. How to prep it. I know a lot of videos you see, it's just they take it out and then the next thing you see is them flocking it. It's not, you know, how to fix the cracks or anything like that. And that's what we're going to do, and that's what you need to do. You don't just flock over top of it. You're going to see the cracks through the flock. So, it is what it is. Till next time, guys. I'm tired. It's late. Iowa State lost, so that sucked. But yeah, got this cleaned up. Looks a little nicer in there. Maybe not to you guys. You should have seen it before. Woof. It was rough. So, anyways, hope you guys are getting some super sweet, got some super sweet Black Friday. Hope you're getting some super sweet Cyber Monday deals. So, till next time, like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and keep on sliding.